So, welcome back. As you can see, I'm still here in Martinique. It's a little bit windy today and also been a little bit rainy. So it's actually perfect for working down below on videos for you guys. Obviously, I'm not out sailing, so I want to share with you what I'm doing and also how I'm planning and prepare for my next move. And also my thoughts about the Pacific and also a little bit into the future. So stay tuned. So this is Martinique, and probably how all of us making videos like to show you. And yes, it's definitely beautiful here, and especially here at St. Anne. But the truth is that it's not only sunshine here in the Caribbean. And last day it has been quite windy and lots of rain. That's okay, only problem is my generator is giving me a headache again. Having no sunshine, my batteries are getting low. So it's time for me to go down in the basement to work on my generator. So this is the hatch down to the garage, and under here is a new hatch down to the basement, what I call it. It's under the garage where the generator is sitting. So I have had lots of problems with my generator. I'm trying to sort it out. So if you don't know what a generator is, in short term, it's just power production. It's an engine that produces, in my case, 240 volts, but it can also be 110. So I use it to top up my batteries, and for my water production, and yeah, some other stuffs as well. But unfortunately, I'm still kind of depending on my generator, so it's kind of pain in the, when it doesn't work. So it's still hard to complain, and even though I'm having some issues, I still feel privileged not only to be here, but also to enjoy this view and everything going on here. So I have now made a pretty long list of things that I think need to be addressed. So I will go to the stores and see what I can do. Oh no, I'm not sailing this catamaran to the stores. I just saw it coming so fast and I thought it was pretty cool to show you. Instead, I'm gonna take my slightly overpowered dinghy into the marina where all the different stores are located. In Le Marin you can find almost everything, and some even have things in stock. I'm gonna check prices on generators, talk to the Fisher Panda service partner, and also check prices on rig inspection and spare parts. And rumors had it that this store inside this shipyard actually have the generator I'm looking for in stock. So just back from shopping. So I actually bought a Honda generator, and I gotta fire it up and talk normal beside it when it runs, so you can get an idea about the noise level. This kind of generator really doesn't annoy your neighbors, but I'm not gonna have it outside, I'm gonna have it in my garage, so I will barely hear it when it's down there. The cool thing is not heavy at all. So I just placed my brand new Honda generator down in the garage, and I found my shore power cable, so I'm gonna plug this in here, and the other I need a connection between. I'm gonna plug it in the generator in the garage. The reason why I'm doing this, I'm not saying it's the correct way, but I think it's kind of logical, at least for me, is because then I will utilize the already onboard 220 system and taking advantage of all the existing circuit breakers that's already there. So, but then again, I'm not an expert, I'm not sure if this is the correct way to do it, but I'm gonna try it and see how it works. I'm gonna let you know later. And of course, I was so excited getting a new generator on board, so I forgot about one important thing: fuel.
It's so much fun to race with my overpowered dinghy, and still had 30 minutes before closing hours, just in time to top up my dinghy and gasoline for the Honda. I have to get bigger ones and to label it as well, as the outboard use oil and the generator is 4-stroke and no oil in the gasoline. Home sweet home, and I can test the capacity of my new power production on board. Not only was it nice to have my vacuum cleaner running again, but also treat myself with waffles before sunset. And if you remember, last year I had a waffle party on board.
About the waffles!
Bravo! So you put cheese on your waffles. Come on.
They're really good. Fucking delicious.
And almost like these two friends with a catamaran tied up to be free had telepathic skills. They just sent me a message if I could take a look at their boat. It's the cool thing about sailing community, you have friends all over the world. It's always someone that can help you out with small things. And this time I was just happy to be nearby and to take a look at their boat before they arrive.
Yes, I feel pretty lucky to be here in Martinique. I was kind of a little bit worried about the things that it would be a curfew, lockdown in Grenada. I mean, it's never fun to be in a place with a curfew, and that's why I kind of felt it was time to move. Also, I stayed there for almost 6 months. My visa was about to expire. The reason why I didn't stop anywhere in between, there are so many beautiful places, as I mentioned in my previous video, is I also had kind of a feeling that it would be possible trouble getting into Martinique in near future. It's not like I have a crystal ball or anything. I just use the media, newspapers all around Europe, Facebook, whatever, and try to gather information. And it turned out to be a pretty close call, because now it's closed borders again.
With most of the islands in the Pacific closed, I'm pretty happy I did not cross. To put it in perspective, you have not even crossed half of the Pacific when you reach the French Polynesia. And as I said in a previous episode, sailors write their schedule on the beach at low tide. And at the moment it looks just stupid to go out in the Pacific.
So I have so many things I can be thankful for. I mean, not only to be here, of course, because this is beautiful, life is good, really difficult to complain of anything. I'm still dreaming about the Pacific, of course, but it is what it is. End of the day, I'm really happy that I did not go there. I can point out a few things. I mean, if you remember my windlass problems back in Grenada, I'm so happy that it did not happen in the Pacific. Also, I have had time to do a lot of critical upgrades, like redundance in my autopilot system. I have computers on each side that can cross work with a separate hydraulic system that's standalone. So it's pretty good redundance on my autopilot setup now. Also, small things like toilets. I still have 3 toilets on board, so it wouldn't be a disaster, but it's nice to have everything sorted out. Details like cupboards is just for convenience, but all these tiny things adds up, and I feel like Be Free is more ready now than ever to do the Pacific crossing. Not to mention the last upgrade or addition to my boat, the portable generator that's super critical for my freshwater production. So end of the day, I'm actually really happy that I did not go out in the Pacific last year, and I'm still here. Also, I hope that the islands and everything will open more again once we are done with this pandemic, because at the moment it feels just stupid to go out in the Pacific. Anyway, I thank you so much for watching this episode. I hope you enjoyed it and really hope to have you back next week. Take care.